Just give me the sign. Great. Greetings all. Thanks for attending this special board meeting on December 19th, 2022. We're going to begin with roll call, please. Mr. Pendleton.
Mr. Alexander.
Present.
Ms. Autry.
Present.
Dr. Hall.
Aye.
There you go. His first catch of the night. Ms. Jackson.
Aye.
Mrs. McKittrick.
Here.
Mr. Perry.
I'm here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, fantastic. And next we will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Alexander, would you lead us, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Okay, we have several requests to address the board, but before I get there, for those of you who may be wondering, Dr. Akbar is out ill this evening, so I am sitting in his place for this evening. So, okay, so let's go first. Our first request to address the board is Eunice Carter. If you'd like to step to the microphone here, the podium. And there's a whole spiel that we typically read about addressing the board, but I'll keep it short and sweet. We just ask that you not disparage any individuals or talk about the specifics of students or staff while in your address.
Okay. Now we're working.
There we go. So let me wait till he gives me the sign. It's working now. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
He said, go ahead.
All right, the screen's still showing executive session. Okay, all right. So again, you will have 3 minutes, and we do thank you for coming in to address us tonight, but 3 minutes, and the time is yours. Please start.
Hello, my name is Eunice Carter, and I am a proud parent of a Bookdale student. My son actually has a 4.4, and I'm very happy. I'm also a cheerleading coach at Bookdale, and out of 17 cheerleaders, 13 of my cheerleaders have honors. I have 4 cheerleaders that have a 3.0 to a 3.3, 4 that has a 3.4 to a 3.9. One of my cheerleaders have a 4.0, and the other has a 4.4. So I am standing here tonight to let you know that Bookdale leadership, the building leadership, is doing a tremendous job of making us aware, parents, when there's something that's going on inside the school. I can speak from personal reference. When we had those 2 altercations, I was notified right away, all call. As well as when my cheerleaders and my son wanted to call me because the cell phones, I reassured them with confidence to go to their school, go to their classrooms, and do exactly what the teachers say. If they're on lockdown, you are okay. So again, with confidence, when things happen, our leadership takes swift action to protect all children. So I just wanted to say that. Another thing, just resolutions. I know a lot of people are coming down here pointing fingers, and I want to be part of the solution. So a couple resolutions that I was thinking of. First of all, I was thinking of an anonymous tip line that we can do per cluster where people can call, parents can call, people can text, people can email. But when I did that, I looked on your the website, and it said Akron Public School currently participates in a special safety tip line through the state of Ohio. I have not seen that information anywhere. So I'm asking if the safety team can put that information everywhere inside the schools, put on the back of the metro buses, put on your website, guys, you see it, report it. Text it, email it for everybody. I'm asking that. If it's too broad to do it for the state of Ohio, I'm asking that you do it clusterly. Do it so these kids, because these kids do want to tell, they don't know how. You guys are not making it easy for them to notify. They're not going to go talk to a teacher. Put it where they can call or they can text. Second thing, school IDs. I'm asking for school IDs. Whereas, like, say for instance, if Peter Pan gets suspended today, on his ID it can say suspended. So when he tries to go to an athletic or a musical, it'll say access denied. So we don't have to, as parents or as community residents, we don't have to worry about who's coming inside these sporting events that they're not authorized. And if it's someone who wants to participate and they do not attend that school, I'm asking that you have the same type of paperwork if they want to go to prom and homecoming. What you do is you have to have administrative permission to attend those events. So if I have a cousin, or if my son wants to go see a cousin who plays at Kenmore Garfield, he needs to get administration approval. And then I'm asking that maybe the student services down here, maybe they can put it in and say, hey, this student is approved. So when he goes to swipe his badge at an event, it can say, hey, he may attend Bookdo, however, he has authorization to attend this event. We need to get definitely tighter on security. We cannot depend on everyone else to do it. Everyone needs to take ownership, not just the parents, not just the teachers, not just the students, but everyone. Lastly, I'm asking that the director of the safety and security partner with your neighborhoods, with your block clubs, with your PTA members, with anything. To what we can start doing is start training. This is a community learning center. What we can start doing is putting the community back in. Train these parents, train these community representatives how to properly facilitate the metal detectors, and give them a worthwhile stipend. You know, everything is not volunteer, but get these community residents, get them involved so they can take back their communities. We have to all do it, not just some. So I'm asking for the safety director to partner, to teach and to train these community residents, PTAs, any parents or any community person who can pass the background check and want to learn. Lastly, and I said lastly before, but lastly, I'm asking for structure. I'm asking for Lucretia Beecher to be Bookdo's campus principal, not just the interim. She has earned this role. She is outside in 20-degree weather, telling parents to go around. She is checking book bags. I am asking, again, for us to get leadership, guaranteed leadership, not interim, and we can move you and all this. We need someone who wants to be our leader, Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Next we have Lillian Barnes. Please step to the microphone, please. Okay. Is that Kalima? Oh, Kasima. Okay. All right. You will have 3 minutes, please.
My name is Kasima Moore. I attend Barber Elementary. I am speaking how the substitute teacher that had my little sister in a classroom alone. She was outside as my sister was inside. When she seen me looking for her, she told me that she was in the classroom crying. My friends and I went to her class and she was crying. I called Mom and told her that my sister was crying and she was in the class by herself. She said she was in the parking lot and had to find a parking spot. I met her with my friends in the office and my god sister. She was carrying my little sister and she was still crying. This happened on Wednesday, December 14th, 2022 at dismissal.
Thank you, Kalima.
Okay.
I'm going to
Next we
finish.
have Lillian Barnes.
Yep, this
Okay.
is Lillian Barnes.
Okay.
That's my daughter. When she had called me, I told her to meet me in the office. This teacher came to me saying my daughter, who is in the first grade, which is standing right here next to me, at Barber Elementary with a disability, medical at that, This teacher told me my daughter was in the classroom crying due to being caught eating chips in the classroom, and she was losing her recess Thursday, 12/15/2022. I went to the office, spoke to the dean. She took my statement. I came to the board Thursday morning, wrote a statement, also verbally gave a statement. Even after speaking with the principal and letting her know if she didn't remove my daughter, I would keep her home. Basically, I was threatened with truancy or unexcused absence. I also sent many emails. I told it was up to the principal at this time. I did call, log in with the APD as well as CPS concerning this matter. I want charges to be taken due to the child endangerment and neglect. All I'm hearing is excuses about this matter. We hear about children and cameras and investigations. Where's the cameras and investigations when it comes to the admins? Where's also accountability? Why is she able to teach where she has placed a child who is a disabled in danger? So I'm asking for legal actions right about now on this substitute teacher, and all I'm hearing is excuses. I am upset because here it is, you got a 6-year-old child who has a disability.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Barnes, for addressing the board. We will have the superintendent follow up with you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next we have Henry Todd.
My name is Henry Todd, and I'm just simply here to address the board because my job was terminated, and I just want to make a plea for my job back. Basically, I'm a 23 Navy veteran, 23 years of experience. I went in at 19, Gulf War veteran, so I've seen a lot of things over the world. Most importantly, we need more black faces in front of these kids. I spent much of my time over at East. Mr. Proctor says there's no reason why I should have been terminated because of some reports that I had, but I understand whatever reports they were. I'm a militant person. That's the way I was trained, and I hold these kids accountable. Every time I would go over to East, Mr. Proctor would literally go over to the other side and get me and bring me over to the middle school side. We never had no issues out of those kids because they respect me. In fact, I don't know if you remember when that teacher was body slammed over there in East? I was in that class the day before that happened. I know that kid that did that. And I'm wondering, why would he do that to that teacher? Why? They would say he's racist. I don't think it's a racist issue. Those kids need more black faces like me. In fact, it's been times I've stopped fights over there at East. I've stopped kids that want to go and bully some other kids. I have done this personally, went out of my way and done this. But yet still my job is being terminated. I just want to make a plea to you guys. You need me in that school system. I'm not just someone you just fire and get away with. I have a lot for those kids to learn from. My whole, just by me being black, period, what I've been through. I was a troublemaker just like those kids. When I see those black kids, they remind me of me when I was in school. That's why I can relate to them, especially the boys. How are we having all these issues out of them? They look just like me. So y'all need to reconsider so I can get my job back. That's all I got to say.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Okay, next we're going to proceed to item 2.1 and 3.1. Madam Superintendent?
Sure. Good evening to you, Dr. Hall, and to all of the members of the board. We do have a few items to bring before you this evening. And so, first of all, I wish to recommend the approval of the personnel recommendations presented in Category 3. They are in proper format, and I wish to recommend them for approval.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call, please, Mr. Pendleton.
Dr. Hall,
Aye.
Ms. Jackson,
Aye.
Mrs. McKittrick,
Yes.
Mr. Alexander,
Yes.
Ms. Autry,
Yes.
Mr. Perry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
Thank you. One more item to come before you is we would like to recommend the approval of the resolutions and motions presented in the consent agenda. And so we are very pleased to represent these resolutions and motions as they are several donations that are being given to either individual schools or the district at large. So I move for their approval.
Okay, they're in their proper form. Can I get a motion, please?
I so moved. Second.
Second? All right, roll call, please, Mr. Pendleton.
Just make sure there's any.
Oh, excuse me. Is there any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Mrs. McKittrick?
Yes.
Mr. Alexander?
Yes.
Ms. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Dr. Hall?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, next, we are on item 7.1. So we do have a reason to recess into executive session pursuant to ORC 121.22G1 for the purpose of considering the employment of a public employee or official of the school district, and G4 for the purpose of reviewing negotiations or bargaining sessions with employees concerning compensation or other terms and conditions of employment. Can I get a motion?
I so moved.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call, please, Mr. Pendleton.
Mr. Alexander?
Yes.
Ms. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Dr. Hall?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Mrs. McKittrick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries. We are now in executive session.